If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it. Boltund Store is the best place to get PTGO codes online with instant email delivery. They already have Darkness Ablaze available in bundles of 50 codes, single codes, and the pre-release promo box. What are you waiting for? Make sure you use Tablemon code for 5% off your final purchase when you're checking out. MillibotsGaming.com is the best place for you to find all the Darkness Ablaze singles you might need for your upcoming decks. Any alternatives, anything you need, make sure you get it at Millibots Gaming, and when you're checking out, make sure you use Tablemon code for 5% off your final purchase.
Tablemon.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks so much. I'm glad to see that the discussion is still happening. Boss's Orders, Kuzma, Lysander, yes, those have always existed. I think the format where we didn't, and we had only custom catchers and great catcher, that was pretty cool to play in. Pokemon catcher being a coin flip is annoying, of course. But yeah, like, there's always unbalanced cards. Yeah, always unbalanced cards, and if you've banned one, then there's another group of unbalanced cards. But the last thing I want to say about Excadrill is, even if you can beat Excadrill, even if you can beat a turn 2 with Excadrill, you just die to Mewtwo. Every single time you die to Mewtwo. Every single time. So, what? How does Excadrill balance the format? Yeah, and I hope you prove me wrong, and I hope you play in all the ADP banned tournaments and you dominate with Excadrill. Yeah, make sure you playtest Excadrill right now for when the ADP ban happens, or play in those tournaments and win them and prove me wrong. Yeah, but I generally don't see it. I absolutely do not see it. Anyways, now we're up against, or with Pikarom. Pikarom lost a lot of support with Thunder Mountain gone and Electropowers gone, yet that didn't stop Justin Kulas from getting top 8 in one of the online tournaments recently. This is his list. Good old Pikarom doing full blitz. We do have the support of Vikavolt to try and slow down the game, where we can't go as turbo as before, because we do rely on our single Koko Prism Star, and if that's priced, we are in a little bit of trouble. So we do need Vikavolt to slow the game down a little bit, stop items, and allow us to settle behind that, or we rely more on Boltund, which I'm surprised is not a 2-off. We have Zigzagoon and Scoop Up Nets now to compensate for the lack of Electro Power, so that we can get those extra damage counters going and hopefully 2-shot things still. And we have Choo-Choo for the Paralysis. A lot of alternatives lists are skimping on the switching cards, so Paralysis is actually really good against them. And we have our good research engine. We have our favorite card, Boss's Orders, hottest card of the moment along with ADP. And we have Big Charms to try and survive the really big hits that Eternatus is dishing out. And so is ADP Station. So let's jump into the ladder and see if we can do better than Lucario Metal. Alright. Why Jirachi? Jirachi's there to help you set up Charizard. Jirachi's not there to help you wasn't there to help you find Electro Power. Jirachi can find you a switching card, can find you Energy Switch, can find you Quick Wall, can find you Reset Stamp, can find you Boss's Orders. Jirachi is a fantastic card that that can help you find what you need at the right time. It's not about Electro Powers. Yeah, and since you're already running the Zigzagoon and the Scoop Up Nets, might as well run the Jirachi engine. Yeah. Would you agree that Jirachi can only be used if you're running 4 nets and 4 switches? Not necessarily. You could focus an engine with Birdkeeper as well, but without a skateboard. Well, actually, no. Like, a lot of decks were already... No, yeah, I think I would agree with that. Like, Jirachi, it can't only be used if that happens, but it's definitely the best way to play it. 100% it's definitely the best way to play it. Yeah, Inteleon V is pretty popular, especially after Tort used it, so there's merit to this deck because of Inteleon as well, right? Oh, I can update the deck viewer. Yeah, I should update the deck viewer. Thank you. I'll need to get into the habit of that. Yeah, lots of electro power is a pretty big deal. Lots of electro power is definitely a big deal. So my opponent is already sad. I don't know why, but he is sad. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. We're gonna search for Jirachi. And then we're gonna do this. And we're gonna search for Pikarom and Pikarom. Yeah. My Raichu is prized, which is not ideal. And then we'll attach this. Okay, I got Scoop Up Net, that's fantastic, so I can actually switch here. And I'll bench this guy, I'll go ahead and Stellar Wish. Do want this just to give myself options for next turn, even though I will probably Marnie just conserve the Reset Stamp. Pretty busted turn, honestly. Pretty broken turn. Like, this feels like good old Pikrom, right? Rotation, what? Guzma was great. Maybe he got a hand like I did in the past few matches. Yeah, possibly. Are any decks that are greens are not Centiscorch? No. Oh, wow. Okay, so we can't win just yet. We need triple. We actually... Okay, now I don't want to attack his hand, obviously. We need triple Zigzagoon, which is not gonna be easy. I don't think I'm gonna be okay with losing that stuff. And Endo Gaming YT, thank you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel with Twitch Prime. How do I get all these fancy cards? I get them because I have a special account called a demo account or a marketing account, which provides me with 4 copies of every single card. Yeah. Provides me with 4 copies of every single card. Okay, so we're not going to win this turn. That's okay. Drawing, I don't have any more energies for full blitz. I do think spreading them out is a good call to make sure that I don't get GX by Caramel Metal. Having Zigzagoon also means you can actually KO other stuff with Tack Bolt other than the Dedenne-GX, which is pretty nice. How do you get a marketing account? You can only get one if you are an official Pokemon commentator, or this used to be the case, you were a Pokemon content creator that they had already identified that they liked and wanted to support. Yeah, so I've had this account for years. There are very few people that have one, and as of the last few years, you can only get one if you're an official Pokemon commentator. Yeah. And no, like not even content creator is good enough as far as I know. I know there have been people who have been denied, content creators who have not been granted an account. But for example, Trainer Chip got one and Omnipo got one because they are official Pokemon commentators. So how they do it, I have absolutely no clue, or how it's being worked on, I have absolutely no clue. Okay, so there's no point in Scoop Up Netting now because that thing prevents, and I'm gonna KO this guy. So what I would have liked, however, would have been finding a Boltund. That would have been nice. Why does this have Marshadow still if there's no more Thunder Mountain? That makes no sense. Okay, so I'm gonna full blitz. I know I have 3 energies left. I'm just gonna attach one more over here, and that's it. Yeah, Gaia Storm got one because they asked me how to get one, and I showed them how, and they got one a very long time ago when they would give them to content creators. They do not give them to content creators as far as I know. I don't know what the requisites are. Yeah, I got mine 4 years ago because they liked my content. Yeah. PTCG Radio just got one too. Okay, well, he's been an official commentator in the past. He's only a content creator. If he just got one, then maybe content creators do get one. Yeah. I really don't know. But it's very limited, and it's definitely very it's not easy to get. Do I ever play Legacy, Condor? No, not really. I don't play Legacy. Geez, I keep getting energy out of my deck and I keep top decking energy. Oh no, that was my prize, I think. I really wish I had Boltund. I'm not gonna attach energy, honestly. Well, yeah, no, I'm not. I am not. Would this deck benefit from -1 Marshadow plus 1 Lost Zone? Wait, what do you mean Lost Zone? What's a Lost Zone? What's a Lost Zone? Hello, Atre. Pika got you 3 top 8 regionals, so it hurts seeing it not be tier 1 or 2. I agree. At No Gaming, I agree. I was like Pikrom alone got me like 700 championship points in a single quarter, so I'm a big fan. I don't have that activated at No Gaming, but if you want to know, there's currently 54 people who are subscribed to my channel. Yeah, 54 Twitch Prime or Twitch gaming subscribers. Not a lot. Now I'm running low on energies. I'm just gonna full blitz again. Everyone doesn't have a lot, right? And I will attach them to the Pikrom now. Yeah, why not? Why not? You could only play last year before Corona and played Look Metal until League Ups and topped every as a newcomer. That's cool. Got Cup, that's cool. Hopefully you get to do more once Corona is gone. Yeah. Cut you 816 one quarter. Yeah. Pikrom was great. Pikrom was great for me as well. I'm a big fan of Pikrom. Such a big fan that whenever it rotates, all the cards for the Pikrom deck have rotated. I'm gonna build the deck. Yeah. Probably the variant that got me 3rd place at the regional. Collinsfield, I think. No, I don't remember what regional I got 3rd place in, but that list I'll build it all fully foil and stuff. You an Alter Creation 2 with Pikrom. Yeah. I lost to Pikrom in top 8 of Pog as well, right? I lost to Pikrom there. Well, we've already had a long conversation about that at No Gaming. Basically, I don't think banning ADP will solve anything. I'm gonna keep this energy for now. I don't KO though. That sucks. I mean, I can't GX KO, but ten shorts. Hopefully I find a Scoop Up Net soon. My last one. I don't think banning ADP means like big things change, because Eternatus and Mewtwo will still dominate the online tournament scene. Because the non-V and non-GX cards are mediocre. So mediocre decks will be less mediocre. I think that's the only thing that changes. I honestly think that's the only thing that changes. Those sort of decks will simply be less mediocre than they already were. I really want a boss, but switching into Jirachi makes no sense. I really want stupid Boltund too. I just want my Boltund, man. Or a boss or a Scoop Up Net. Any of those would have been good last turn. I guess I could have Marnied. Why I didn't Marnie, I don't know. Not even Ultra Ball, because the cards that are available are mediocre. That's the issue. It's the mediocrity of the cards, not the lack of good cards, I think, in my opinion. Yeah, I can paralyze with Choo-Choo next turn, but I'd rather just win with Boltund. Yeah, I should never lose a game from this spot. I should never lose a game from this spot. No. If I had more need, I would have been able to KO the Alternatives. Oh well. That means though that I can maybe find my Quick Ball. No. If I could have found Quick Ball, I could have just attacked with Boltund. Oh well. Sure, I'll grab that. And I will paralyze with Raichu. Let's check the switching counts. There's 3 switches and a Malolana. Yusu, thanks so much for the follow. So, sure. Let's go with this guy. Let's go with this guy. And then we go Energy Switch. And then we go Energy Switch. For a second I thought I messed up and I needed to do that beforehand, but no. And let's just Tandem Shock. Paralyzed. The damage decrease is perfectly okay. I can still just KO with my GX. Keep price most of his energy? You think so? There's 5. Yeah, maybe. Probably. Yeah, like his start was very rough, right? Which is what happened to us with the deck itself in the previous run, right? Betrays what? Like, why not Marnie to get the boss in hand in case of a switch? I probably should have done that, yeah. Probably should have done that, yes. So 200 minus 60, that's game, right? Yeah. Why? Because even if they retreat, like, I didn't need to just win. Give us something like Choice Band that works on these. Like, okay, I think Condor, for example, like, V Pokemon got released only 3 sets ago, right? So I'm sure in the next few sets we'll start seeing V direct counters, we'll start seeing ways to stop V Pokemon abilities, we'll start seeing ways to stop V Pokemon attacking, doing extra damage to V Pokemon, like that's the normal cycle that happens. Yeah, it happened with EXs, happened with GXs, happened with the new EXs, will happen with Vs, and we already have Samazenta, so it's just a matter of time. You know, the thing is, Darkness Ablaze has been out for 2 weeks. The new rotation has been out for 1 week, and people are already complaining about the format, right? People are already want changes to something that's been out for 2 weeks. Yeah, so and it happens all the time. Yeah, I've been playing for 20 years. It's gonna keep happening for the next 20. It's literally gonna keep happening for the next 20. There's nothing we can do about it. People love to complain. They're gonna complain about ADP. They're gonna complain about alternatives. They're gonna complain about Centiscord at some point if ADP and alternatives get banned. They're gonna complain about Station. They're just gonna complain about everything. You know? Oh, Matt, that was you. I'm sorry. That happened to us as well with that deck. Exactly. I started Samazenta, 5 energies or 4 energies, and a boss and stuff. Sorry about that terrible start. You know? Okay, well, look. A non-GX deck. Look, what everyone's asking for. A non-GX deck. Okay. I'm kind of thinking I grab this to discard it, because I think I can Dedenne change this hand away, and the Quick Ball is better as an option here. So because I can do this, yeah, I'll just grab Pikrom and Dedenne, and I will Big Charm both Pikrom and Boltund, and then I'll switch. I mean, Because I didn't need to. Actually, I shouldn't have grabbed anything. Well, I have Marnie now. That's not bad at all. Yeah, let's Marnie. Not a bad start. Don't bench the Dedenne, why not? I mean, he KOs me. Yeah, I probably should have avoided benching the Dedenne. It's fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, I forgot the deck list. I forgot to change the deck list again. Remind me about the deck list after I'm done with this game. He probably doesn't know what Golisopod does. This is a Golisopod deck? I have no clue what Golisopod does. I know it does more damage if they have more than X number of GXs or VMAXs or something. Something like that, right? Is Bench Protect Mew still in format? No. Trigger Gene posted about it. No clue. There it is. Wimpod. Okay, well that Crushing Hammer is annoying, but I think you definitely want to get rid of the energy from Boltund. More damage when your opponent have GX and B. Oh, Bench Barrier didn't rotate. There you go. It is still in the format. Pro player right here. Pro player right here. Sorry, my bad. It is still in format. My bad. It still is in the format. $30 plus 50, so it still doesn't KO Boltund, right? So look, yeah, no ADP here. That deck is still a mediocre deck, and I will not use. I'm almost sure that I can win this match without having to use Tack Bolt. I will try to not use Tack Bolt to prove my point. I will try. Unknown Causes, thanks so much for the follow. Yeah, obviously that deck gets destroyed by ADP. 100%. But see, like, okay. Brian, thanks so much for the follow. What's the purpose of Golisopod, right? You're trying to counter Eternatus, correct? By not having, or by by punishing big benches of a lot of GXs and VMAX or Vs, right? So, oh my god, I can 1-KO Eternatus. Like, if you see that deck, why would you ever bench more than 4 Pokemon? You 1-KO everything with 4 Pokemon on your bench. So then you're trading 2 shots and you replenish attackers much easier than they do. Okay. So what do I do? Now I know what I'm up against. I mean, at some point I could just Tingly Return too. I might actually try to do that. So I'm gonna put 10 damage here. I'm just gonna attach, and I'm just gonna take the KO. I'm fairly certain at some point I'm gonna end up using Tingly Return GX to return and reduce the damage output or take away a prize, something like that. You know? Kazuma, yeah. Like if you see a Golisopod and you're doing 270 damage against that deck, like yeah. You should add more stuff on your channel emotes. What do you mean more stuff? Edno Gaming. Like, I can't have more channel emotes unless more people subscribe to me. I have as many emotes as I can have. Have as many emotes as I can have with the amount of people that have had historically subscribed to me. I think the maximum I've ever had was 80 people being subscribed during 1 month. Yeah. Wait, do you mean channel points? Ah, okay, you meant channel points. Okay, yeah, I know I need to change or do something about channel points. I haven't come up with a good idea. For stuff. Twitter follow. Yeah, we could do that. Trey, that is true. I cannot deny that. That happens a lot. Yeah. See, like mediocre deck. They're just trying to find energy to be able to maybe attack. Mediocre deck. No, ADP or not, that's a mediocre deck. Yeah. The problem is the power creep. The problem is that the non-V and non-GXs simply can't compete. That's the reality. They need to print extremely stupidly broken non-Vs and non-GXs. That's the only way to fix this. Runs out of energy, it takes a while to set up. If you don't get the stadium turn 1, if you don't get the stadium turn 1, you're never using Aerodactyl ever again. Or you'll be too far behind, so I just don't see it, guys. I really don't. Adam, probably around at least between 10 and 11. Yeah. Charizard. Something between 10 and 11. So is that a free retreat? No. Is Golisopet weak to lightning? No. 30 plus 50 more. There it is. There it is. Yeah, Aerodactylis. That I knew. I thought this was water type. Maybe there is a water type. Okay. So let's be good and let's wish first, I guess. None of these cards actually matter. I guess this one might matter. Okay. So now I know I shouldn't have benched the Dedenne. Now I know. I'm still fairly confident I'm gonna win this one. I'm pretty sure he's gonna try and confuse me at some point. Pretty sure he's gonna try and confuse me at some point. And I've decided to take it back. I am going to attack Volts. Maybe. We'll see. There is a water type. Does it do the same thing? Yeah, Charizard VMAX definitely not a good idea. Yeah, no gaming, that is true. I'm always trying to reply to everything and everyone in chat. Sometimes I miss things, but I try my best to be attentive to chat. Yeah, because I really appreciate everyone being here. I really appreciate everyone being here. Oh, I forgot to change the deck again. I forgot to. Thank you, Edno. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I've definitely. Okay, so here's a little personal life tidbit. Yeah, when Corona happened and everything got cancelled, I definitely I had just finished like my last relationship of 3 years, and like my whole life changed in terms of work, and so it was a rough time. Yeah, the last 6 months have definitely been rough. I was very overweight as well, so I've been working really hard to be a better content creator, right? Number one, to be a better content creator, but number two, just being a better person overall. Just being a better person overall. And probably should have Marnie there to find energy to attach. And I'm in a much better place right now. But that meant that at some point, I was really struggling to to get to this common ground, I guess, of Pokemon is no longer what it used to be, and so you need to change, right? I was waiting for events to happen again, for me to travel again, for everything to go back to normal, and that's not going to happen. So I finally gotten to the point where I've like assimilated that. I'm much better emotionally, I'm much better mentally, I'm much better physically as well. I'm sure for those of you who are longtime viewers of the channel can tell a big change from the last 3 months or so physically, and therefore like with Darkness Ablaze coming up, like something switched in my brain. Something switched, and I've been streaming more, I've been enjoying content a lot more. I decided to refresh my channel's look, my thumbnails, everything. So I'm in a much better place literally for everything now, and I'm moving houses as well, which this is the apartment I lived in with my ex-girlfriend for 2 years almost. So big changes, and I'm in a much better place. I feel much better. My mood is better, and I'm more motivated to be a better content creator, because that's what Pokemon is right now. Yeah, it's more about content creation and entertainment than competitions. Hopefully the competitions part is back at some point in a more official manner, right? But that's why I'm also trying to make an effort to play in a lot more tournaments as well. Yeah, because that's what keeps me going. That's my drive for Pokemon. It's content creation and competition. Number 1 competition, number 2 content creation. But I realize right now that I need to switch that, right? Because the competitions are just not there at the moment. Yeah, hopefully that changes in the future, but there's no guarantee. So it's important to adapt. Yeah, it's important to adapt. And exactly, Kazuma, exactly. I need to focus on what I can change instead of what I can't. Yeah. Instead of what I can't change. Okay, so what I really need here, after that small personal life tidbit, yeah, is to get this KO, which I do take thanks to the weakness, but also I would love to find a reset stamp, right? Reset stamp would probably seal the game for me. Reset stamp probably seals the game for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Marnie, and then a Thin. Well, you know what? I'll attach. So I could Dedenne change. That doesn't open up any maths for my opponent. So I think I am going to Dedenne change to see if I can find a reset stamp, right? It is there. 20 cards, not great odds, but I think that would definitely seal the game. And it doesn't change the fact that if my opponent has the boss, they win, right? I do not find it, that's fine. We'll Ball Storm, and then either we win or we lose here because of boss. Yeah, because of boss. Should I be scared of people playing Bounce tonight? Yes, you should. Yeah, yes, you should. And Kazuma, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right. Hey, Minkin. All good, thank you. How are yourself? Okay, so I think this will be the last game of Pikrom. But I promise I'll remember to update the deck viewer. Yeah. That's annoying. There's no boss in my discard pile. So I don't KO this evolved thing with what I have. Oh, that Crobat is scary. Okay. Just trying to draw more cards with Crobat. Oops. So he needs boss and triple Axel to win. Which he's down to 8 cards, so he might find it. He's only down 1 boss and 2 triples, so there's a chance. There's a chance. What do you think Senti Scourge plays in the meta is? Right now it's like, it can be good, but it's not good enough. It just doesn't hit as hard as it needs to, like something like compared to Eternatus VMAX. Relying on Welder is never great, right? I think that's the biggest issue for sure. That's awesome about the great news, Mean King. Do you want to share? And yeah, like there's definitely some inconsistency issues. And then No Gaming, thanks so much for the 11 bits. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Did you know that you can send M&Ms instead of regular bits? Because I love M&Ms, and you can send M&Ms instead of bits, which is actually awesome. Yeah. Okay, so my opponent does confuse me, which is expected. So now I need a switch. Yeah, broken. Oh, thank you so much. There you go. Welder is broken indeed, but relying only on Welder to be good, that's what's not broken. I don't have. Thank you so much for the 5 bits, for the 5 M&Ms. There you go. Thank you so much for the M&Ms, guys. I really appreciate them. They're very welcome. Okay, so I might have to risk the coin flip, honestly. I have one switch left, so if I mean, I don't have to win this turn, right? I don't have to win this turn. What's the worst? If I hit myself for 30, 180, like it's still, his win condition is still the same. Nope. MC, ¿qué populares Pokémon competitivo en México? Wow, there we go. We lost. We lost to this deck on a coin flip. Nice. If I, yeah, I misplayed that. If I had attached anywhere else and I just researched into the switch, then I just switch, retreat, KO, and I won. Yeah. Oh well. So yeah, that's gonna be it for Pikarom. I'm definitely not playing as concentrated as today because chat has been very fun to interact with today. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like. Really helps out the channel.